and boy, were they just sensational. They finished the series practically averaging 30 apiece. Luka with 32, 9 to 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, shooting splits of 47, 43, 84, 85. Kyrie's 2 steals.
God. God. Wow. What my boy Larry June say? Numbers, nigga. My God.
Will come 5 seconds away. Here it goes. The Western Conference champions are the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to the NBA Finals.
Hard-ass brick.
They'll take on the Boston Celtics.
So the Dallas Mavericks are headed to the NBA Finals. The Cinderella story of the
Luka basically is Bron, just less athletic as hell.
There's a lot of narrative and propaganda to push
and less
around,
defense.
and a lot of things we've gathered and gained from this series.
Quite honestly.
But before I get too deep into it, congratulations go out to both teams. I don't think anyone expected both the Mavericks and the Timberwolves to make it to the conference finals.
Just let y'all just remind y'all, I had the Mavs as my dark horse. Yeah, you see why.
This year, there's been a lot of change that has happened to both of their rosters over the past handful of years now that has kind of led us to where we are right now. And again, I think the expectations for both of these ball clubs was not a title contending team, was not trying to compete for a championship. Sure, that's effectively what Dallas was trying to do after they traded Jalen Brunson, got Kyrie Irving in. Regardless, I don't think anybody expected them to be in the conference finals and perform at the levels in which they did. But going into this video,
I'm just saying,
start
man.
with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Huge congrats. A story that has been really, really great from start to finish. In the beginning part of the year,
Gotta give my credit.
Viewer of the Timberwolves and exactly what they look like in terms of a structural standpoint. But it's
And the thing is too, it was funny. People really weren't paying attention. They weren't paying attention to the Mavs, which is kind of weird. If Luka and Kyrie are on a team together, you better pay the hell attention. Like that was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. People were not paying attention. But they came into the playoffs like hot, bro. Like they were going into the playoffs hot. They were figuring things out. Their chemistry started going like really well. And one thing that stuck out to me with the Mavs was not only Lively's just consistency and Gaffer's revenge tour, but was that Luka and Kyrie were having fun. That's what stuck out to me the most, was that they were smiling a lot. And if you hoop for real, and if you know how that goes, snoozing the first ad, y'all, snoozing the first ad. When you have fun doing what you love, bro, like it becomes light work for you. And with Luka and Kyrie, and then the team that they orchestrated already together, or the front office has managed to put them together with, has been absolute chef's kiss. It's been chef's kiss. It's been beautiful, bro. Jones is also helped too. You know, Luka and Kai, I'm only hope. Not get the number 18. That's hating. But nah, bro, like seriously. But it's just like, you know, when I start seeing a lot of the smiling happening, that's when I was like, oh, they're having fun busting y'all ass. Okay, it's getting a little spooky. And now we're seeing how it's transpiring too with PJ and Jones too. They're having fun playing defense, hitting these clutch shots and these momentum swings shots, and Hardy doing this thing. Don't know what the hell Hardaway Jr. is doing. Is he hurt? I don't remember anymore. It's just been nice. It's been nice to see. It's been nice to watch, bro. It has been nice.
As time continued to progress,
it's been very nice to watch.
On what Minnesota was doing, and in particular, really started to believe in what they looked like defensively. As we all know, this is a team that made a pretty steep commitment to a roster change a couple of years ago when they decided to go out and get Rudy Gobert. Decision that a lot of people, including myself, really did not believe in whatsoever. Not only because some people aren't the biggest believer in Rudy Gobert, but in particular, having 2 7-footers in today's game does seem like a bit of a liability. However, matching up against the Phoenix,
but his problem is though he has no offensive game. That's Rudy's only problem, dog. Oh, Rudy, you disappoint me so much, bro.
Suns and in the defending champion Denver Nuggets. Defensively, Minnesota turned 2 top 10 offenses in the playoffs
How you don't have a consistent floater
offenses in the league, which is sensational. But even looking at this from a much bigger picture, 56 wins, again, #1 ranked defense in the NBA, quality offense, especially when Towns was available, and making it to the conference finals. Undeniably, this is one of the best seasons in franchise history. And I would go as far as to say that this does rival the 2004 run where KG MVP led that team to the conference finals as well. Now, with that out of the way, we can go into the criticisms, what went wrong in this series, and what exactly should this team do next.
To
and
my
to start
stomach,
off this
Raj.
list, Anthony Edwards. Welcome to NBA Stardom. Welcome to the spotlight being shined on you bright. Welcome to the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant comps that I know you're not asking for, but welcome to it, because I do believe in many instances you deserved it, brother. You played your heart out. You played amazing. You were sensational for a majority of this postseason run, and I would go as far as to say, for someone who was 22 years old, went into this postseason run without much expectations, you exceeded a lot of people's expectations, including myself. As Ant finished the playoffs averaging 27 to 28 points, 7 rebounds, 6.5 assists, a steal and a half, shooting splits of 48, 40, and 81. The three-point shooting is something that, of course, no one really expected. You've never 40.
My God, 40% from 3? Oh my Lord, have mercy. That boy he was clipping them things, boy. 6.5 assists, 1.5 steals, too. Whew, man. That brother was hooping, dog.
In 81. The three-point shooting is something that, of course, no one really expected. You've never shot this well from 3 with this volume. 7 attempts a game. No one's expecting that. You exceeded it, and you were sensational.
As soon as Rudy get on the floor,
in those first 2 rounds, you went toe-to-toe with some of the greatest offensive players, or some of the greatest players in the league. First with KD, then with Jokic. I do believe after that first round, you were the best player in that series. And then going up against Jokic, some nights it was close. I do believe Jokic was the best player by the end of that series, but you stepped up to the plate. You took the responsibility, but you went after it, and you performed at levels again that nobody really expected.
That Michael Porter Jr. looked like a rookie.
Well, it's only the weight of the nation.
In this postseason run, Ant gave us 30-point performance after 30-point performance, 5 in particular within a 16-game playoff run, which then
Dog.
Thrust him into conversations for the most 30-point performances from someone who was 22 years old or younger throughout their play.
I think Ant's main problem is decision making when the ball takes away too long. I do agree with that. I was saying that too during the whole playoffs he was going. Like, he has this issue of not knowing when to score and not knowing when to pass. It's like he gets so confused sometimes, bro. And you could tell sometimes like his decision making is like 2 clicks off. You know what I'm saying? I definitely agree with you on that, Raj. I definitely agree with you. But it's just the growing pains. It is just the growing pains, you know. Snoozing the second ad, y'all. I have no doubt he'll figure it out. I have no doubt about that in my mind. But it just sucked seeing it, because I was just like, ugh, this is the growing pains, huh? I was like, damn. Because it doesn't help that Cat was on and off. It doesn't help that Rudy was what the hell. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't help. I mean, look at this, bro. 33, like 9 rebounds, 9 boards, 9, like 43, 7 and 3, 44, 5. Oh my God, that is crazy. And not Tatum. What the hell are you talking about?
Playoff career, as Ant has already accumulated 10 30-point performances in the postseason, again putting him in rare air. Couple things, however, of course, he's going to have to work on. 22, so it's not a finished product yet, but is a conditioning. This is something that even Anthony Edwards himself said. There were rumors or claims that Ant was on a ventilator on the sideline as he got into the conference finals, and he also openly admitted after the series concluded against Dallas that he just was not physically prepared to make this type of deep postseason run, nor mentally as well. So that's something that he's going to work on also. But probably from a more skilled standpoint, his passing and playmaking is something that just has to be worked on. His processing speed was not where it needed to be. And in
look at that, Raj. You just talking about it.
Mavericks that zoned you up, really closed the gaps on you, and forced you to make certain reads instead of just getting clear lanes to the basket. That's where things really kind of fell apart for him throughout the entire series, is where he struggled with the most. And even when he did make the reads, the passes were just all off target. It was ridiculous. However, people are going to be upset at me and many other other people because we were quick to just put the labeling on him. But at 22, no one is a finished product. There's still a lot of growth and maturity that needs to be made, and is much closer.
And at his
to
age, he's done a great job.
A lot of other players were at this age, even some all-time greats, to make things even better.
Great
job.
Brother
going overseas, dog. He's about to go play the Olympics. He's about to go play next to LeBron, KD, Curry, a bunch of other all-time great players.
Sure,
so
Raj.
We're gonna pick up a lot from them as well, bro. I think this is the year of Ant, regardless if he lost. This is a great year for Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves because effectively you banked on.
Wait, what the hell are those glasses, bro? What the hell is that? You were way better than that. Come on.
On the idea that Ant was going to be the player that you all needed him to be when you made the commitment to go after a veteran in Rudy Gobert and submit to him on a roster that had a lot of young pieces, that Anthony Edwards was going to step up to the plate. He lost, but I don't really have much negative to say about Ant outside of continue to grow and develop, brother, because I definitely believe that you are one of the next ones coming up. Now, moving on. Karl Anthony Towns. Let's go and get this out of the way. Man, because over the past couple of days, the reason why I've hesitated to make this video is because I just wanted to see what the NBA community was going to do. And of course, as I thought, everybody just lost their mind. Oh my God,
yep.
Towns, we gotta trade him. He gotta get traded. Oh my God. And it's like, bro, Karl Anthony Towns, he exceeded expectations. I want to be clear. I understand the contract situation. Yes, Karl Anthony Towns is on a ridiculously bad contract. His new contract extension kicks in.
I wouldn't say he exceeded expectations. I ain't gonna lie. He was hot and cold to me personally. He was doing his thing, but I don't know.
Next season, and when doing so, he is going to be making upwards to $49 million, all the way to $61 million up until 2028. Where does this put him in the same range to other players in the NBA? He is in the top 10 range on players who are being accommodated financially at $49 million, and he's probably going to stay in that range until 2028. Even with the new media.
Yo, seeing Kawhi up there is crazy now, isn't it? Oof. Seeing Kawhi up there is just bananas, son.
$49 million, and he's probably going to stay in that range until 2028. Even with the new media rights that are coming in, that is an overpay for Towns. There's no other way around it. But funny. I don't want to also overreact and act as if he did not play above what people expected of him. Towns had no other choice but to guard the likes of a Kevin Durant, of a Nikola Jokic, of a Luka Doncic in space from time to time. And things kind of fell apart, especially against the series against the Dallas Mavericks and Luka. But regardless, Towns exceeded his expectations on those regards. And then, of course, people then are going to talk about oh my God, look how bad he shot in the series. He shot so poor from three. And that's true. I want to be clear. Against the Dallas Mavericks, Towns was putting up 20 and 8, 2 assists, but shooting shots that were really bad. 38% from the field, 24%.
Damn it, Towns. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, 88.9 free throw though. That's pretty damn good though, brother. That is pretty damn good. But 24%, 37.9. Oof. Oh man. No, for sure, Raj, for sure. Us losing the last ad, y'all, for sure. Compared to Rudy all off the glass, he was doing his thing. He was crashing the boards a lot. He was crashing the boards a lot. I did notice that with Cat. I wish Rudy would have took that, as inspiration, but whatever, huh?
From behind the arc and 88% from the free throw line. And in particular, if you look at the game log from the 3-point line, he shot 2 for 9 in game 1, 1 for 5 in game 2, 0 for 8 in game 3.
Not the big
picked
per.
up a little bit in game 4, 4 for 5, but then closed it out shooting 1 for 6. So yeah, he played bad. I don't want to make it seem like he didn't, but I also don't want to make it seem like, again, he didn't exceed expectations for the first 2 rounds, because not only was he asked to be the primary defender on Kevin Durant and Nikola Jokic, but also offensively, he was amazing. He was great.
Yes.
In the first 2 series, he averaged 19 and 9, 3 assists.
I wouldn't say amazing, but he was definitely
44 good. And 83. I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow one bad series to completely diminish what this brother was doing in the first 2 rounds and what he was doing in the regular
he was doing
season.
good for
and
sure.
Though, yes, I still stick firmly by the idea that he is on one of the worst contracts in the NBA. That's something that we all knew heading into this postseason run, heading into the regular season, and heading into whatever.
Let's talk about it. Rudy, you are a lazy son of a gun, bro. I want you to say that. Rudy, you are a lazy son of a gun. Yo, my dad said the best. Rudy Gobert would mess up stuff, bro, and he'd walk back down court, bro, like he was on 5th Ave in Manhattan. That's what my dad was saying. It's like, yo, Rudy got no get up and go. He don't look like he cared. He didn't. He didn't, bro. It was so infuriating, bro, watching Rudy, because there was some plays where I felt bad for Rudy because he would crash the boards. He would go get the blocks, right? And then the team wouldn't crash, right? And I see Rudy get like, yo, I need y'all to come in and help me get the board, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, Rudy, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But majority of the time, Rudy, bro. Rudy pissed. Oh, my God, bro. And someone asked me before, like, why you going so hard on Rudy? Because I expect greatness from Rudy. You do not have 4 DPOYs and you play like hot ass. You just don't do that, bro. No, you can't do that. You can't do that, bro. It was cute before, bro, when he was doing turnaround faders and hitting floors. It was cute because it was funny. But come on now. You trying to do floaters against the Mavs was diabolical. Diabolical. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Bam was, yeah. That was crazy. Like, come on, Rudy. Fire your trainer, bro. Please, bro. You need to get an offensive bag. I want you to succeed, my brother. But you, my brother, are looking like a hot bucket ass. Okay?
Next season it was when he signed his contract
Jackson
extension.
Jr.
We knew that. But the reason why I'm so hell-bent on the
forgot he
idea
even
of
got that.
Towns just needs to stay on the team is because, bro, that was a difference maker for them winning certain games throughout
and
this
he
entire
was.
run
I agree.
because they had the size.
He did a
to
great
keep up
job
with
on
Jokic.
Cat. He did.
Taking that away from them and believing that you can just insert someone else and you're going to get a better result.
Cat did a great job on Jokic, excuse me.
I just think Towns just needs to be better. That's just what it is. But I don't want to overreact when we all know that the identity of this team is benefited off of his length and his shooting ability. This idea that they should just trade him away and just receive whatever they can in return because people are freaking out by the contract that he's on, everyone knows that already. Everyone knew that in the front office already.
Cat ain't going nowhere.
And they still made the commitment that they made, and I'm not going to
Cat is not
overreact
going
to
nowhere,
one
bro.
series. I'm just not. And then
He better
Rudy
not.
Gobert. I know for a fact some of y'all are going to sit here and say, now, Lo, don't sit here and make it seem like Gobert in space and in the series against the Dallas Mavericks, that's not his strong suit. Personally, I think that from a coaching standpoint, they could have schemed it a little bit better. Have Gobert defending the corner.
Had my boy Hardy giving him the business, too.
When you put him in those type of situations and predicaments, you basically are not only putting him at a
I agree,
disadvantage,
Rashi.
but also
He
putting
shoots
the
too
entire
much,
team at
bro.
a disadvantage because now there's no backline help. And also him being torched by Jokic and Luka does not necessarily mean that he's a bad or overrated defender because every all-time great defender got torched by an all-time great offensive.
Stop. At the amount, let me tell you something, bro. When I see people switching to Rudy Gobert to get a one-on-one, that's a problem. That is a problem. That's my problem with Rudy. My problem with Rudy is I saw people who were the 11th, 12th, 13th man who were getting switched onto him, giving him work. We got to stop that, bro. Stop. Now, don't get me wrong. Jokic, I understand. Center versus center, I get it. Luka, too, I totally get it. But I literally saw the whole team giving Rudy the business. I saw from 1 to 13, everybody was giving him the business. Everybody. At least in the Nuggets series, it wasn't that bad, but even then in the Nuggets series, it was kind of crazy too. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Not gonna lie. I excuse Jokic because that's Jokic. I get that. I excuse Luka because that's Luka. I also excuse it because the coach didn't do a good job of really getting the plans, as Lo said. You know what I'm saying? It's just I blame the coach a little bit for not really helping him more because a lot of the switches that they had on Rudy, bro, they were very lazy switches. Like they just gave up and let Rudy just get cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of those you gotta let Rudy's like yo Rudy, stay back. You know what I'm saying? The lack of communication for the Timberwolves too was a big part of the losses that they had against Dallas. Was a big reason why they lost. Lack of communication was terrible. The effort level was very shaky as well too. You know, it went from non-order was clapping on defense, being excited to I seen them put them heads up and down like this And I'm just like, yo, bro, like what happened to the intensity that I saw you guys play with? What happened to the fire that I saw y'all play with? Like when I saw them clap on defense, I was like, yo, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I think it was just the Nuggets series. I don't remember exactly, but all I'm saying is, bro, it's just the energy wasn't there. It wasn't there, man. It wasn't. So I don't know, bro. But stop that all-time excuse. Stop. I saw this whole entire team give this boy the business. Stop it, please.
A player. Kobe torched a lot of niggas.
Stop.
LeBron torched a lot of
Stop.
niggas. Michael Jordan torched a lot of niggas. Like that's just how it goes. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that many of you all just don't accept that Luka and Jokic are of that ilk offensively. But that's another video for another day.
Who the hell's thinking that stupidity? Which one of you Jack in the Boxes aren't thinking that they're not like that offensively? Which one of you Hall of Fame couch potatoes is thinking that? Please let me know. Please. So we can ban you for life. What in the hell? Yo, there's people alive that really just out here just stupid. I gotta hear him say that again. That's crazy to even hear that.
Except that Luka and that's just how it goes. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that many of you all just don't accept that Luka and Jokic are of that ilk offensively. But that's
crazy people think like that, bro. I am not gonna hold you, bro. They definitely think like that. That's crazy, son. People think that they're not of that tier of scoring. Luka and Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic. There are people on this. Oh my God, I'm about to. I'm feeling gassy off this nonsense, bro.
Another video for another day.
This is crazy.
I have started to at least question the value of flexibility in today's game. I do believe that your value should be a representation of what the league looks like in terms of relatively. And if you're not able to switch, if you're not able to move fluently, then it does, beg the question, how valuable can you actually be?
People dead ass think like that. That's
to be honest with you all,
bro.
I don't think we're ever going to have this conversation anyway, because I do believe that this year was officially his last DPOY. The media just tarnished and tore him down so much that I believe that a lot of voters are going to be afraid to vote for him again. But also, Wemby is going to ascend and he's going to start winning DPOY, so it doesn't really matter anyway. And then in terms of everyone else,
don't see on those brothers too.
Fantastic. Shout out to JD McDaniels.
Yes.
Shout out to Nikhil. Shout out to
the
brother Nas Reed.
Nas World
prospect goes on to win 6 Man of the Year. He was
great. Also too, Coach. You should be ashamed of yourself, Coach. Because you did not implement this brother more when Rudy was getting fried on both ends of the floor. When he couldn't do nothing on offense and nothing on defense, that brother should have had more minutes, by the way. That made no sense to me. That made absolutely no sense to me at all. And I don't think it made sense to a lot of people as well, too. I don't know what the hell that was about. I'd like to hear someone's actual clear perspective on this, but no. Cat was doing bad games, too. Should have sat him down and let Nas get some more love. Don't understand. McDaniels to have a breakout next year? I hope so, man. Them brothers, them no in order, man. Them boys.
And also shout out to the vet, Mike Conley. He was amazing. Kyle Anderson. I mean, I enjoyed watching you all. I'm happy. Vet, Mike Conley. He was amazing. Kyle Anderson. I mean, I enjoyed.
Rudy, put your goddamn arms down. Put your arms down, Rudy. My God. And that, Raj, that's another thing that we talked about as well, too. For some reason, they were not getting the proper switches to attack Luka and to attack Kyrie. And even if they tried to, guess what the problem was? They were not committed into getting that full-on switch, bro. While Kyrie and Luka, they were committed to not getting that switch. And if they did, they would still play physical defense. So got to give those two brothers credit as well, too. That's another big thing. Because they did play defense when they had to. They did. The numbers say it. Argue with your mother. But at the same time, the Timberwolves had to force it. Like, they had to really force that. They didn't seem like the picks didn't seem strong enough. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know. It seemed so half-assed. Half-assed, bro. Just half-assed. I don't know, son.
Enjoyed watching you all. I'm happy you made it this deep, and hopefully you will continue to be a great team moving forward for years to come. Now, moving on to the Dallas Mavericks. I have to say,
They do.
I was wrong about Dallas earlier this year. I did not think that they were going to be able to turn around. This is a team.
Yeah, I saw it, Raj.
Putting Luka in NBA hell is something I talked about on my main channel. Now providing him with a roster that can compete with practically anybody in the Western Conference and go on to make the NBA Finals in 1 year's time. We're talking about a team that went for Kyrie Irving in last year's trading deadline, got crucified and completely criticized for sitting Luka at the end of last year's run. But that decision gave them a draft pick that they were able to then flip and go out and get Derek Lively, which was a massive
immaculate pick.
I think Lively was like the third best or third most important player in a lot of these series throughout this run so far. Added Derek Jones Jr. in the offseason, then at the deadline.
I never get over how Timberwolves fans thought that Lively coming back, they was like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna win against them, even if Lively comes back. You barely won without him. Like the amount of delusion I saw in the comments was crazy. Timberwolves fans were really saying that they're going to win. It doesn't matter if Lively came back. Okay. Okay.
Added Gafford and PJ Washington, 5 out of the 6 most important players.
You breathing some different air
within a year's time, and the other players, obviously Luka. Got to give a lot of credit to that front office, and you also got to give a lot of credit to Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic for trusting the process, continue to press forward, and here we are now making the NBA Finals since 2011. Shout out to them. And what makes it even better is that the roster is crafted so much so that all of these players bought into their role perfectly. PJ Washington, what do you need me to do, Coach? I need you to just sit in the corner and knock down threes. In this postseason run, he shot 46% on left corner threes, 34 to 35% on right corner threes. Anything else where he was shooting above the break three, 30%. Don't do that. Don't do that. In the paint non-restricted, only 39%. Don't do that. Reduce your mid-range shots to only 5 a game, and we're good. Keep it simple. Same thing with Derek Jones Jr. Just sit in the corner. PJ got the left corner, you got the right corner. In the right corner, shooting 56% from 3 in the right corner, 38% in the opposite corner. Don't take no middies. Don't take no in the paint non-restricted. Don't take no above the break threes. Just take corner threes and attack the basket. That's all we need out of you. Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, set screens, roll to the basket. That's all we need from you. Lively finished the series literally perfect from the field. All of them were underneath the basket. Tim Hardaway, we're going to sit you down. We're going to play Jaden Harden a little bit more. And then all the decision-making effectively is going to be coming down to Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. And boy, were they just sensational. They finished the series practically averaging 30 apiece. Luka with 32, 9 to 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, shooting splits of 47, 43, 84, 85. Kyrie's 2 steals.
God. Wow. What my boy Larry June say? Numbers, nigga. My God. 32.4, 9.6 boards, 8.2 assists, 2.2 steals. He don't play defense. Okay. 47.3% from the field. And I think he's hurt still, isn't he? 43.4% from 3. He was hitting some crazy shots. I ain't gonna lie. Only thing I don't like about this is his free throw. He should be hitting like 90%. I ain't gonna lie, but he does a lot, so it makes sense. 84.6 from the free throw line. He is just, oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Shooting splits of 47, 43, 84, 85. Then Kyrie with 27 points. To go along with that, you have the 3 to 4 rebounds, 4 to 5 assists. Shooting splits of 49, 37.
His numbers are very, very similar to when he was in Cleveland. 27, 3.6, 4.6, 49. Oh my God, 50% from the field. That is just beautiful. I think his 3 balls back is that one game. That one game, I think he would have been over 40 or at 40%. Free throw's kind of low for him too. I ain't gonna lie, but it is what it is. Otherwise, though, Kyrie's been playing a hell of a good basketball. Especially at his age now, he's more in control. He gets to his spots a lot easier. It's just crazy.
7 and 80, the tough shot making, the decision making, everything on the fly, the spacing that they had, it was amazing. It was great. What's probably something that is not being talked about enough is what they did defensively, going into a zone, being able to rotate accordingly, use their athleticism to their favor, and that also goes for Luka as well. Luka in the first 2 rounds was really, really good.
Rudy, I just want to like. Rudy, you were just.
They did defensively, going into a zone, being able to rotate accordingly, use their athleticism to
all you literally have to do.
Their favor, and that
just you even got to do that. Just back him down and dunk on him.
That also.
Instead, you could. Oh my God, you get stripped. And then
goes for Luka.
You fall on your hands and knees. Oh my Lord, have mercy, Jesus and Christ. I just don't understand this. I just don't understand this malarkey. Like, you just upset me so much, bro. Like, I know Luka was hurt in the second round, but I gotta give her to Dort. Yo, Dort was beating that man's ass.
As well. Luka in the first 2 rounds was really, really good defensively. Someone who gets criticized a lot for what he doesn't do on that side of the floor. And I do believe a lot of what we saw from him defensively will carry over into the NBA Finals when they go up against the Boston Celtics. So shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. Finish year off with 50 wins, but really turn things around post-deadline, post-All-Star break when they went on an 18-9 run to close out the season. Also had an offensive rating of 116, one of the best offenses in the NBA. Also had a defensive rating of 112, was pretty good on that side of the floor as well. Really just turned things around when need be. All in all, just a really, really great season. Also, the fact that they were the 5th seed now making the NBA Finals. If I'm not mistaken, they're the second team in NBA history to do so. So that's something that is record-breaking. Also, this is the first team since the 2010 Lakers to go through not just 1, not 2, but 3 50-win teams before they even get to the NBA Finals. They met the challenge. They exceeded expectations. They're going on a run that could end in historic fashion, especially if they topple off a Boston Celtics team that admittedly is going to be their biggest challenge and by far the best team that they face. In my opinion, they are battle tested. They have faced defensive competition that is very, very steep. And as long as Luka and Kyrie can continue to perform at the levels that they have been playing at, they should be able to keep up with a Boston Celtics team. In all honesty, should be their superiors. I believe that this is going to be a very interesting series. I don't want to get too much into the finals prediction yet because that'll be another video, but I do just want to congratulate both of these teams and the things that they've done. Luka Doncic is on a historic run. If anyone can do it, it is this duo, it is this team, it is this coaching staff. I do believe in them very, very much so. And shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me throughout this entire postseason run. We got more videos coming along the way heading into the NBA Finals, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.
Peace out, love.
How much I love Opera GX. If you've ever seen it in any of my streams,
get out of my face, bro. I love you though, brother.